Thank you, Cathaoirleach. Minister, Carlow's Women's Refuge was deemed a priority by TUSLA Emergency Accommodation Review in February 2022, and I know that there's an interdepartmental group that was being assembled to see what template was to be used for domestic violence services nationwide. We do need an interagency approach to the planning and delivery of accommodation for victims of domestic violence. My question is, what status is this group at the moment, and what are we doing to provide the Women's Refuge for Carlow? I want to thank the Minister for saying that the funding is there's a commitment given, but I know all of us working together, we need to get it done and we need to get this refuge as soon as possible. And I know that Safe Ireland's report will be out shortly, and I know that's part of the wraparound supports as well, and that's most welcome. Thank you.
Thank you. Well, just to say that there are plans in place for refugee places, and these locations have been chosen on the basis of required proximity to a refuge, as well as a need for refuge spaces per head of population in densely populated areas, and they represent areas where there is the most significant under-provision and are a starting point to increasing refuge spaces comprehensively and in every county across the country. So we have committed to the delivery of 24 refuge places currently underway in Wexford, Dundalk and Navan by 2024, and we deliver 98 refuge units in priority locations by 2025. And can I just say that in terms of North County Dublin, it's my intention that every person who needs a refuge space will have access to one, and that is the government's intention. As a start, the strategy commits to doubling to 280 the number of refuge places, and this will be the fastest ever expansion of refuge spaces. We will also work to deliver additional safe houses and step-down accommodation. The review of accommodation services for victims of domestic, sexual and gender-based violence undertaken by TUSLA identifies priority locations where there is a particular urgency. And just in relation to Deputy Murnane-O'Connor, part of the work being undertaken is to assess the readiness of locations to proceed with the construction of refuge, having regard to local capacity, availability and suitable sites. My department will be engaging with groups including in Carlow, and also, I might add, in my own constituency of Cavan and Monaghan, because we have no place there either, Deputy O'Connor, so making additional spaces available as soon as possible is a priority for me and this government, and Carlow and Cavan and Monaghan is on the list of priority locations.